After 25 long years, Six Flags Over Texas is finally getting their next ground-up original roller coaster, and in 2026, guests can look forward to Tormenta's Rampaging Run, a multi-record-breaking B&M Giga Dive Coaster. This is easily going to be one of the biggest roller coasters opening in 2026. So let's start off this analysis with the stats of Tormenta. It's going to feature a staggering height of 309 feet, making it the 6th tallest roller coaster on planet Earth. To put that into perspective, that's only 1 feet shorter than Millennium Force over at Cedar Point. That's how huge this coaster will be. It'll also hit a top speed of 87 miles per hour and a track length of exactly 4,199 feet. So what is it like to experience Tormenta? So guests will take a left turn and ascend up the 309-foot lift hill, giving amazing views of the roller coasters at Six Flags Over Texas. Then the train will crest the peak, take a left turn, and the view you're gonna get here is gonna be wild. Then the train will slowly crawl over the drop and then dive down 285 feet. And that is when the ride is going to hit its top speed of 87 miles per hour. Then the ride soars into the world's tallest Immelman at a breathtaking height of 218 feet. That's taller than both Griffin and Sheikar at the Busch Gardens parks. Afterwards, the ride will rise up into the world's tallest vertical loop at 179 feet. So it's about 20 feet away from being a hyper inversion, but that's okay. The hang time here is going to be outstanding. Then the ride will soar up into another Immelman-esque inversion, kind of like what Yukon Striker does over at Canada's Wonderland, and that will lead into the mid-course brake run. Afterwards, the ride dives back down into a second drop into a sidewinder, then into an element I was not expecting, a cutback on a dive coaster. That's going to be so cool. Then the train rises up to the right, and that's when it hits the final brakes. And that concludes your ride experience on Tormenta's Rampaging Run. This will also feature the 8 across trains with 3 rows with Vesta strains, so basically like Valraven over at Cedar Point. And the theme of the coaster will be Pamplona's Running of the Bulls, and that is where the ride's name Tormenta comes into play. And this is so well deserved for Six Flags Over Texas. Titan was their last ground-up original roller coaster, and that opened back in 2001. The only thing that I'm worrying about is how it will ride. These new B&M roller coasters that have opened up in the past 5 years have been not running that great, and I feel like the ride on this is going to be a big buzzkill from the ride experience. Hopefully the teams at both B&M and Six Flags Over Texas will make a dampener to make it smoother. Besides that, this looks like a top-tier dive coaster. Just a little skeptical on how it's going to ride. The layout is stellar as well, so I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on Tormenta's Rampaging Run opening at Six Flags Over Texas in 2026? Make sure to stay tuned for more analysis videos coming soon here, and keep that adrenaline pumping, and gracias por favor.